always thought you were left-handed. Nah, the headshot's the only true stopper.
Hello and welcome to Matt's B-Movie Reviews, a show that looks at cult films that may have escaped your radar. So what's new? Not much. What is new? New glasses. I've just got them the other day and I don't know what the hell to think of them, to be honest, because I had my previous glasses, which you can see in this picture here, for about 5 or 6 years. That's right. So forget the glasses for a second. I had some big news recently. I'd just been invited to the YouTube Creators event that's going to be held in Edinburgh on the 27th of February. So wow, I can't believe it actually. I'm going. Feels like a bit of an achievement. I know there's a lot of channels with more subscribers than me. I don't know if they're uploading more than me. I don't know. Forgetting all that, it'll just be interesting to go meet some other YouTubers and just see what it's all about. So I'll probably do a video about that in the future, so keep your eyes peeled. So anyway, enough about that, let's get on with this movie review. So prepare yourself for 1987's Bad Taste. Here's the plot. After a mysterious phone call for help, a ragtag group of A-Team S squaddies, known as the Boys, gets sent to investigate a small town. It seems at first that the town's simply deserted, but mayhem ensues as aliens turn up, and it turns out that they've mashed the entire town's inhabitants up into a source of food for their interplanetary space takeaways. Can the Boys stop this alien threat from beyond the stars and stop mankind from becoming the new space-age treat across the galaxy? That'd be telling. Now if that plot hasn't got you grinning like a baboon, or let's say a very young Peter Jackson playing a geeky scientist with brain damage, then I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. I'll calm myself. Yes, seriously, that was Peter Jackson himself, you know, the famous director of such epic trilogies as Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Bad Taste just happens to be his debut feature film, shot on a shoestring budget and over about 4 years because they could only film on Sundays because they all worked full time. That day job really kills creativity, I know. Now what I love about this movie, and have always loved about it, is the DIY guerrilla feel to it, and if nothing else it shows a bunch of hungry filmmakers playing their trade any way they can to get a movie made. Jackson's direction and use of camera and wild comedy in this movie is a bit of a nod to my favourite director, Sam Raimi, who is actively acknowledged as probably borrowing some of his style from Sam Raimi's own low budget effort. What was that called again? Cannot think. Both films have that handheld, crazy angled feel to them, which I just absolutely love. Give me those type of camera pans any day compared to just a locked off camera that's slowly panning in on an object and slowly panning back and slowly panning in again. Did that work for you? Now the film's a true tongue-in-cheek or tongue-through-cheek black comedy which is not afraid to throw heaps and heaps of gore to get a reaction from the audience. This is a style that Peter Jackson honed, and he used it to great effect in Braindead, aka Dead Alive, which is also a pretty damn cool and hilarious zombie movie. Now, as a classic example of gross out comedy, one of the boys sneaks into the alien's hideout, which I think is an alien ship that's disguised as a house, and is forced to drink a bowl of green slimy vomit which a guy's just yacked up. And what's worse, he appears to like it. So yeah, without further ado, check that out.
Within a year, the giant mincer will descend from the sky, the sun reflecting from its silver lids, and no army on Earth will be able to stop the noddy burger machine. Sweet homo nuggets. Just
I can still remember watching that in my teenage years and just sort of laughing hysterically and also thinking, what would I do in that situation? That was Peter Jackson himself, by the way, with full beard. You're more likely to recognise him with the beard since he's had that for years and years and years. He plays multiple roles in the movie as Derek and the alien guy, and probably plays the aliens themselves once their heads have gone on, so you don't actually know it's him. This was down to every filmmaker's worst nightmare, a lack of actors. I mean, Jackson stated himself that he wasn't meant to be in the movie, but he could just rely on himself to turn up each week. Apparently there was one Sunday where no one turned up after he'd been dropped off by his parents in the location that they shot at, and he just sat there all day until his parents came back to get him. Now if that isn't dedication, I don't know what is. Now I've been in similar situations with my own short films, but I've never, and I mean never, fought myself on a cliff edge and not died. Yeah, insert clip. Now if that scene looked dangerous to you, that's because it bloody was. Apparently those scenes were absolute murder, and I think there was a picture someone had put up of some sort of safety rope so Jackson didn't fall to his death, but obviously there was a few sort of close calls there. I wouldn't like to have shot that, put it that way. There's so much madness in this movie, I haven't got time to fit it all in this review, although standout moments have got to be when a bazooka meets a sheep. And also any scene with Derek as he goes into a meltdown and practically goes ape shit.
Derek! Bastard! Jesus! He's gone apeshit! Bastard!
Frankly, this is a movie that entertained me in my teenage years, and today, 2016, it still entertains me, and I hope I can still say that in another 20 years or whatever, because this movie deserves to be recognised as one of Jackson's best. I'm really hoping Peter Jackson will do a return to form, a bit like Sam Raimi did with Drag Me to Hell, and release sort of a low budget sort of horror comedy like he used to do in the 90s. But only time will tell, and he's still got the Silmarillion to make, so get on with it. So you're probably wondering, how the hell are you going to see this film? Well, luckily some YouTuber has uploaded it to YouTube, so while it's on, I'm going to give you the link, and it's just here on screen now. If it's not, check in the description box below and give it a watch, unless you're some sort of alien arsehole. Yeah. So I'm going to give this movie a solid 5 alien heads out of a possible 5, because it seriously left a bad taste in my mouth. That doesn't really work, but whatever. If you've already seen Bad Taste or are planning to watch it, let me know what you think of the movie. Leave it in the comments below or via my Facebook page as usual. It'd just be interesting to do a bit of a geek out on this film. So that's it, as usual. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Oh, one final thing. Derek's never run.
Get out of there, boss, Derek!
I can't do that! I'm a Derek. Derek's don't run.